A $27 million structure sits in the heart of the most affluent enclave in the United States, yet it is currently marked for total annihilation. This is not a story of decay, rot, or financial ruin. It is a story of brutal efficiency. As a seasoned observer of high-net-worth landscapes, I have walked through many hushed hallways, but this one feels different. The silence here is not the result of abandonment, it is the silence of an execution. This property, once a testament to unparalleled industrialist achievement, has become a logistical liability in a market where the dirt beneath the floorboards is worth 10 times more than the mansion sitting atop it. You are looking at a living artifact of a dying era, a brutal display of how extreme wealth operates when it decides that history is no longer profitable. The walls are still pristine, the marble still gleams, and yet, the countdown has already begun. Behind these heavy oak doors lies a secret that the real estate market prefers to keep hidden until the bulldozers arrive at dawn. Pay attention asterisk, because this is how the elite reshape the horizon. The scale of this estate is deceptive. From the main gate, the sprawling lawn suggests a family sanctuary, yet the reality is far more clinical. We are standing within a high-value global metropolis bubble, where land is not just a commodity, it is a tactical resource. For decades, this site served as a trophy for industrialist legacy, a place where prestige was measured in square footage and original molding. However, the dynamics of capital have shifted. The original family owners are long gone, replaced by a complex network of legal trusts and shell entities that view this architectural masterpiece as nothing more than a structural bottleneck. The contradiction here is profound. A house that cost a fortune to build and maintain is now considered worthless simply because it occupies a footprint meant for something much larger. To be honest, this is the hidden reality of the hyper-wealthy. When a property reaches a certain age, its maintenance costs, often exceeding $50,000 a month, become an anchor. Instead of renovating, the modern titan simply resets the board. We are not just exploring an abandoned home. We are witnessing the cold, calculated erasure of a legacy. The mansion is a carcass, and the market is the scavenger. Every detail, from the grand sweeping staircase to the vaulted ceilings, is slated for the scrap heap. This is the forensic reality of the ultra-luxury market, where sentimentality is sacrificed at the altar of raw, unadulterated expansion. Let us peel back the layers of this systematic destruction and see why no amount of beauty can save this house from the inevitable wrecking ball that is already at the gate. Walking through these halls, one immediately notices the absence of wear. The central climate control has been running for years, a hidden cost that ensures the mahogany remains unstained while the bank accounts bleed. This is a recurring pattern in high-value assets trapped in legal limbo. Multiple heirs, each with conflicting interests, have effectively frozen the property in a state of cryogenic stagnation. It is a brilliant, if brutal, strategy of inaction. By keeping the property in a perpetual loop of maintenance, the stakeholders avoid the immediate tax liabilities of a sale while waiting for the land value to reach its absolute zenith. It is a game of patience played with tens of millions of dollars. The architecture itself reflects an era of opulence that we no longer see in modern, glass-walled construction. The heavy moldings, the intricate carvings, and the sheer volume of space define a lifestyle that is, quite frankly, inefficient by today's standards. Yet, there is a certain arrogance to it. The house was designed to dwarf its inhabitants, to remind every guest of the insurmountable gap between them and the industrialist owners. However, the system is now biting back. The cost to heat, cool, and secure this monolith is higher than the annual income of most small businesses. It is an unsustainable pressure, a ticking time bomb of utility bills and property taxes that necessitates a final, drastic resolution. Every room we pass is a museum of vanished ambition, preserved in a state of suspended animation while the sharks circle from the outside. But that is not the end of the story for these structures. The true secret lies in the legal documents buried in the courthouse archives, detailing a transaction that happened behind closed doors. One specific clause in the deed changes everything we thought we knew about this massive, silent property. The secret to this demolition is not found in the house, but in the master plan held by the developer who quietly acquired the surrounding plots. This is a strategic land assembly, a common but rarely discussed mechanism where multiple, adjacent, high-value mansions are swallowed to create a single, gargantuan compound. This property is merely one piece of a much larger, more aggressive puzzle. The plan is to clear-cut this entire street, erasing the history of the original inhabitants to build a singular, $100 million sanctuary for a new generation of unseen elite. The developer does not care about the architecture. They care about the zoning permits and the acreage. It is a brutal calculation. They have already paid millions above market value to secure the neighbors, and this final holdout is the last obstacle to a perfect, private fortress. Watching the transition from a family home to a land bank is a fascinating, if cold, exercise in corporate efficiency. The blueprints in the developer's office show a radical departure from the current aesthetic, minimalist, hyper-secure, and disconnected from the surrounding community. It is the ultimate manifestation of exclusivity. They aren't just buying houses, they are buying the power to define the landscape. The neighborhood, once a collection of distinct, storied estates, is being homogenized into a sterile, protected enclave. To be honest, it is efficient, but it is also an erasure of the soul of the area. We are looking at the final days of a classic American dream, replaced by a singular, cold ambition. However, the destruction is not happening as quickly as the developers expected. There is an invisible force resisting them, a hidden, ancient legal covenant that has suddenly resurfaced from the depths of the 1920s to put a total halt to the demolition. What is that force? Hidden within the city's restrictive covenants is an ancient preservation clause, a legal ghost that has haunted developers for decades. This clause, written by the original industrialist himself, mandates that the exterior facade of the primary structures must remain intact in perpetuity. It is a masterful, posthumous control move. The developers thought they could bypass it with clever zoning adjustments and administrative loopholes, but they were wrong. A local historical committee, sensing the impending loss of the area's architectural integrity, has invoked this dormant law. Now, the multi-million-dollar project is stuck in a state of permanent uncertainty. The mansion cannot be torn down, yet it cannot be inhabited either. It sits in a bizarre legal limbo, a house that is legally forbidden from death but practically incapable of life. This is the ultimate contradiction. The developer is paying massive overhead just to own a white elephant, while the building itself continues to decay due to simple, unavoidable natural entropy. The moisture is creeping into the foundations, and the roof is beginning to show the first signs of structural fatigue. It is a battle of attrition between corporate capital and historical legislation. Every month of delay costs the developer hundreds of thousands of dollars, yet they cannot force the demolition without risking a lawsuit that would reach the Supreme Court. It is a stalemate of epic, high-stakes proportions. This legal gridlock is not the only problem facing the site. Beneath the pristine, manicured grounds lies a system of tunnels and storage bunkers that were completely omitted from the modern property listing. These hidden mechanics tell a story that makes the legal battle look like a minor distraction. Beneath the main floor, the structural reality changes entirely. We are entering the subterranean, a hidden system designed for a different era of survival and secrecy. These are not merely utility basements, they are reinforced, concrete-lined bunkers equipped with their own air filtration and water supply systems. This is where the true scale of the industrialists' paranoia becomes visible. During the early 20th century, these elite families were building fortresses capable of withstanding more than just the elements. These tunnels connect to the neighbors' estates, an underground network that allowed for total, private movement without ever stepping foot on the street. It is a massive, complex, and entirely invisible infrastructure that has been neglected for nearly 50 years. The air down here is heavy with the scent of damp concrete and stagnant history. Looking at the ironclad doors and the outdated, yet still functioning, mechanical systems, you realize that the mansion above was just a facade for a much deeper, more fortified reality. The developer likely had no idea that these systems existed until they began the initial, preliminary site surveys. Now, this discovery changes the cost of demolition entirely. Removing a structure of this size is expensive, but remediating a fortified, interconnected subterranean network is a multi-million-dollar challenge that could bankrupt the entire project. The hidden cost of the past is literally buried under the ground, waiting to complicate the future. But what happens if the secrets in the basement are exposed to the public? The stakes are much higher than just money. One final layer remains to be uncovered, a consequence that links the history of the house to the very people currently trying to destroy it. The final truth is that the developer has a personal connection to this estate, a detail they have gone to great lengths to suppress. The current CEO of the development firm is the estranged descendant of the very industrialist who built this house. This is not just a land grab, it is a vendetta. By destroying the estate, they are essentially erasing the physical evidence of their own family's controversial past. It is an attempt at a clean slate, a total reboot of their own legacy. This adds an incredible, visceral tension to the entire project. They are not just acting out of greed, they are acting out of a deep-seated, personal compulsion to remove the symbol of their ancestors' reach. Every wall they knock down, every room they clear, is a step closer to forgetting who they were and where they came from. It is a brutal, internal conflict played out on the scale of $27 million. The mansion stands as a witness to this struggle, its silent, empty rooms holding the secrets that the heir is trying to bury forever. If they succeed, the entire history of this family will be erased, replaced by the sterile, new construction. If they fail, they are stuck with the physical burden of their ancestors' sins. It is a fascinating, almost Shakespearean end to a story that began with industrial might and ends with a desperate attempt at personal oblivion. The demolition is scheduled for the end of the month, but will the history win? As we look back at the grand entrance one final time, the irony is impossible to miss. Everything is connected. From the hidden tunnels to the family feud. As we stand before the gates one final time, the irony is clear. We began this journey looking at a $27 million asset, only to realize that the price tag was the least interesting part of the story. The house was never just a building, it was a vault of secrets, a masterpiece of industrialist paranoia. And now, the stage for a private family reckoning. We started by looking at why such a grand structure was abandoned, and we end by understanding that it was never truly abandoned at all. It was simply trapped in a cycle of power, law, and personal legacy that it could not escape. The bulldozer is at the edge of the property, the legal papers are filed, and the descendants are waiting for the final erasure. But as the sun sets on this alpine sanctuary, the weight of the history within these walls remains. The land may be paved over, the bunkers may be filled with concrete, and the name on the deed may change, but the reality of what stood here will persist in the landscape long after the modern compound is finished. You came here seeking a house, but you found a system. A system that shows us exactly how the elite navigate the tension between their past and their future. This is not just the story of a mansion. It is the story of how wealth cleanses its own history, one foundation at a time. The loop is closed, the secrets are laid bare, and the demolition of the past is finally complete. Pay attention *, because the next landscape being erased could be right in your own backyard.